Hello Exiles, and today we're going to be going through all of the new campaign changes that have been added into the Axe. Now in the Necropolis League and in the current Settlers League there's been some added changes, even basic things like adding little areas where there's gems, removing crafting recipes and putting them behind encounters, and even some which are just hidden doors which provide you with items. I'm going to run through all of them with yourself now very quickly. If you are not subscribed to the channel, guys, I would greatly appreciate it if you would. It's going to help grow the channel, and I hope this video will help you. Now back to the video. In the Settlers of Calgary reveal, Mark Roberts did say this:
"Who knows what you'll find? I mean, I know."
And so do I. So we have a busy show, so let's begin. So the first place you want to go is to the Flooded Depths. Now down in the Flooded Depths, the Dweller of the Deep has now been converted into an essence. This is good to get some early power within your gear. Next thing is in the Climb, you will find a Legion, just to give you a little bit of extra item drops. Next one is in the Upper Prison. There is a switch on the wall on the column there, and there is a strongbox inside. Within the strongbox there is a guaranteed chance to get a form of flask, either Quicksilver or Bismuth. Next one is in the Ship Graveyard. It is the Pirate Treasure Booty Box, and you can get a bunch of rare items or a bunch of better flasks from this guy. It's entirely RNG. Next one is in Act 2, and you want to be in the Crossroads. There is a breach within this ruins style area. If you can take it, it gives you a nice chunk of XP because of the density. Next one is in the Broken Bridge. There is another breach here in this camp. But that's not all. There is another encounter that is in the Broken Bridge, which involves 3 unique monsters that are always just west of the waypoint, which does provide you with a bunch of jewelry, whether it be amulets, belts or rings. You just go up the stairs towards the uniques, and the only way to trigger them is by activating their cache, and then you then have to kill all 3 of them. You will then get an absolute shitload of jewelry items. Next one that you then want to be heading for is the Chamber of Sins. Downstairs you want to be looking for a llama shaped room, and there is a bunch of level 1 gems in there. It looks like a llama to me, but what does it look like to you? Next one is in the Felshine Ruins. There is 3 underground areas with 3 statues that you have to then interact with. Then once you've interacted with them, once you head towards the crypt, you will then come across the Forgotten Daughter, which is a version of Varana. The next one is in the Riverways. There is a Breach Hand. Good luck if you're going to complete it. After that, you then want to be going to the Val Ruins, and you will then have a Altar of Corruption, or a Corruption Altar, whichever way you want to say it. Good luck. Following on from there, the next one is in the Northern Forest. There is a bunch of rituals. Now within these rituals, you will get a series of omens. Now the omens can be random. Now I re-rolled and I got the Omen of Return, but it is random. After that is then the Caverns, which you have to interact with these 2 pillars, which will then open up a door to get you the Val skill recipe. After that, the next one would be the Sewers, and you are then introduced to Blight. Now this encounter is repeatable, so what I did is I then restarted the instance, made a new instance to try and see if I could go and find her again, and I did. So if you want to try and get some early levels, get some density and get some oils, this is where you can do it. After that, the next one is going to be in the docks. There is a unique monster that is being contained within an essence. Again, this is repeatable, so you can get a few essences on this. Following on from there is the Imperial Gardens. You will then encounter another Blight with Cassia. After that, the next one is in the Archives. Now there is this weird shaped room, and there is a candle on the wall. If you interact with that candle, it will then open up a secret door, and down here there is another further recipe for life and mana regen. Next one after that is in the Dried Lake in Act 4. There is another Legion next to this unique boss called Night Wayne, and you can pop that for more goods for Legion. Following on from that, there is then the Reliquary in Act 5. Now there is 2 vault keyholes here. Now you're probably thinking, how do we get into there? Trust me, it's a pain in the ass. You have to run around the Reliquary, then you have to open every single box or chest. You are looking for 2 keys. There's one of them, Key of Devotion. They are completely random, so the boxes could be next door to each other, or they could be the other side of the map. Once you've got the keys, head back to the entrance, put them in, and you will be rewarded with what I would believe, after all that running around, to be some amazing rewards, but it's not.
What the fuck is that?
Next one after that would be the Vaal City. If you run around this entire maze area, there is an ultimatum. Also in the Temple of Temple of Decay, there is another ultimatum on the second level downstairs. Following on from that, in the Grain Gate, there is a hidden grated that goes into a hidden underbelly. Now down here, it is an absolute huge area. Now I wondered what the hell this was. It goes on and on and on and on and on, but then there's a door that goes to the bathhouse, which connects them. There is another one in the Solaris Concourse. Now, all three of these are all linked. So there's like a hidden little doorway between all three of them, all three areas. After that, this door that is in the promenade, you're probably thinking, how do I open it? The only way to open it is to go to the Solaris Temple level 1, and there is a little switch on the floor, similar to the Twilight Temple. If you stand on this, it will turn on a bunch of blue lights. You know you've then activated it. There is exactly the same switch in the Lunaris Temple, which again, if you switch this on, it turns on a bunch of yellow lights. After that, you then head back to the promenade and the door will open, and inside there is a chest with a guaranteed unique item. Can be completely random. And finally, the last one is in the refinery. There is a hidden grate, which you will have to find by navigating around the area just to actually find the grate. But once you found it, you then go downstairs and there is a crafting recipe down there. A word of warning though, all the robots that are around the outside will converge on you as soon as you click it. Watch. So be prepared for a lot of monsters. That is basically it, guys. I hope that has helped you. Scream through them super fast. They are all the added content that's been added into the game from last league and from this league, and I hope that you'll be able to use some of those potentially in the upcoming gauntlet or maybe in your next league launch, and you'll be able to get some items from it. Until the next video, guys, thank you for watching and stay sane.